Hello, folks, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women, whatever you go by, to each their own. Today, I have a special treat for you lovely people. Today, Nephew is here, and uh, he is wanting me to show him how I go about streaming, how I go about setting up my stream and all that stuff, because he wants to do some streaming and all that. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Booker off the old screen. I know y'all love Booker. Booker loves y'all too. And we're going to go to my display capture so you can see what I'm seeing, so that Nephew can see what I'm seeing and all that stuff. Obviously, here's my Steam game. We got some updates that came about and all that stuff. But we're showing Nephew how we stream, OBS, set all that stuff up respectively, hit the start streaming button or manage the thing and all that stuff. Obviously, you can see I've got some frame rates and all that stuff. But Nephew wanted to see how I go about live streaming and stuff like that. So we're giving him a crash course in it. So, all right, we're going to move y'all back over there to the right side of the monitor and all that stuff. Now, lesson one is when you first start streaming, unless you have a fairly big audience, like 1,000 or more, you really won't have nobody coming into your live chat. And then up here, if you're sharing your stream on Discord, you click that link right there, and then you open up Discord. We're not going to do that for privacy information and stuff like that, because they're seeing everything that I have on my desktop. There we go. So everything I do on my desktop, the audience is watching and stuff like that. See? If I drag this over here, you see how that's moving over there now? Now you see OBS, just like that. Okay? So when you're live streaming, you want to be very cautious of that. And things like Discord and stuff like that reveal people's information and all that. That can get you in trouble. So we don't want to do that. Now, we're going to try to pick us a game. You know what? Let's see if 7 Days to Die wants to be nice with us. Let's just load that up and play that. We'll just try that to kind of give Nephew a little idea. Experimental version, latest experimental. Let's go ahead and update that. It'll take a few minutes. Like I said, every time Nephew, I want to stream, all this decides it wants to all update at the same time. So, but over here on OBS, you can move your boxes around and stuff like that. Those that have the notification bells turned on, if they're not doing something or playing a game or watching somebody else stream, they'll actually jump into the chat and you can see what they type right here. So that's why we have two monitors. So we can read chat, do what we're doing, and right now we have display capture, and so it's going to capture everything that's on the main display, which is this right here. And then if you set up a game capture, then it will capture just the game that you're playing. If you look right here, you notice I have another little video right here. It says Booker intro. If I click that and unpause or unhide that, you see where it shows up in OBS over here. It shows up the intro video, and if you notice the intro video, that's what y'all are seeing when you watch my stream or anybody else's stream. You're seeing that, but because this is above the game and display capture, it shows this over those instead of like this right here. Whether I muted it or didn't mute it or hid it or whatever, didn't hide it, it would still show this because this here is above that in the queue right here. So turn my display capture back on, and I'll turn that off, and then I can go right here to the live. Nephew's rabbit just throwed a piece of sawdust on top of me in my lap. It's cute. If I go to this exit right here, well, you don't see it, But right here, I can click to unhide it, and then it won't show because it's below the display capture. So I would have to hide that, and that's the exit intro you see at the end of the live stream. And then if I have to step away, do something with Booker or whatever, then I'll turn that off, and then I'll turn that one on, which is the coffee break. And that's letting the people that are viewing the live stream know that, hey, we're taking a break, but we are coming back. We are still live. So YouTube is recording this signal, and it's not going to just throw you off the network and all that stuff most of the time. So that's how different things show up and stuff like that. So we're going to take this back to desktop right here. That way everybody else can see what we're seeing. Now, these little numbers right here, in this little section right here, that has CPU usage, which tells you how much of your CPU you're using. This right here tells you how much space that you have available, which is 207 gigabytes. Disk full in approximately, well, that number, there's no number there. This right here is the memory that you're using, which is the RAM, random access memory. This here's how many frame rates that you are, the quality of frame rates that you're putting out. The higher this number, the better the quality. However, you see the this number right here, the screen 2171. That's our bit rate right there, but we're still losing data. So the viewer on their end is a little blurry. That's where the blurry comes from. Whenever you watch my stream, the little fuzzy blurriness, that's because of this number right here. It's not sending up all of the data and stuff like that, because this number does not stay the same, and that's the absolute best I can do. So I lowered my frame rates from 60 to 30. The human eye can see in 60, not much more than that, if any more than that. So, but the higher it is, the more detailed it looks to us. But yeah, so because this number right here, normally YouTube's up here screaming with a yellow thing going across here and stuff like that. But so you got to keep an eye on those numbers, and if it gets too far down, like 1,000 right here or right here is the same two numbers right there, then we just might as well go ahead and shut the stream down, because it's going to be so laggy and blotchy on their end that you're not going to have nothing. Yeah, it's just you're wasting your time and their time. And our 7 Days to Die is actually up, just about updated, guys. So we're gonna jump in and check it out, see how much damage they done to it. Oh, patch notes. Let's look at the patch notes. All right, so the Fun Pimps are pleased to announce 1.1 or 1.0 is released of 7 Days to Die, is out on Steam, PS5, Xbox, Series X, whatever all those things are. Windows platforms dive into the definitive zombie survival sandbox RPG that started it all. Novice game awaits. Buy the game. I'm just going to sum that right. Buy the game for console peasants for a nice, good, whopping $44.99. Anyhow, so I really don't see where there's anything. All right, see, today's the 26th. This came out on the 25th, and they can always pause this and read that, and then unpause it and catch back up. So, all right, on the 24th, good evening, survivors. Another round of fixes for you. Change. Next throw starts charging after the cooldown instead of being ignored. Made the throw charging bar more opaque. I thought you could change all that in the settings or whatever. I don't know. It's been a minute since I played this game. Y'all know I'm gonna God mode some stuff in there and just run around the world. Let's see. Fixed. Item class collide with entity NRE if item class or made of material is null. Unable to throw explosives if drag drop into the selected tool belt slot. It must have been a glitch. Clients for P2P, player to player, is what P2P means game are immune to zombie attacks. What else? Oh, they added something. Chimney cap, large smoke, ambient sound, inventory UI, audio, plant fibers, and crops. Yay. Inventory UI, audio, various resources, batch 1. All right, what did they change? How did they mess it up? Mood, player, chest, and trader spawn point in playtest 20 meters closer to POI. What? Mood, player, chest, and trader spawn point in playtest 20 meters closer to POI. Wonder what they mean by that. Update several simplified Chinese strings based on community feedback. Initialized Harmony mod code first. No, Booker, you can't play with the rabbit. Booker wants to play with Nephew's rabbit. It's a cute little rabbit, too. I might show pictures of it one day. Wrong animation slotted in the 3P layer of the bow controller causing missing listener error. No, I tell you what I did notice, speaking of that, whenever I watched Guns, Nerds, and Steel, Spange, Jay Woodle, and one other, I noticed that the arrow gets cocked up whenever they're trying to load the bow and draw the bow back to aim and shoot. And the model is messed up now. So, pay attention next time you're airing it. You'll notice the arrow kind of goes down on the forearm area instead of up next to the bow. It used to not do that before version 1.0, fun pimps. I'm just saying. Sort your shit out. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and give this a cheeky play and see what kind of mischief and damage we go into. Well, we'll go ahead and start it just like normal. There we go. All right, now, nephew, if you remember, really, you got to update again? You just like updated. Yeah. All right, well, it'll sort its life out. So, as soon as 7 days to die, there we go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our right monitor. And we're going to go over here to our game capture tab. And we're going to left click that. Notice this little window changed right here. We're going to find 7 days to die right here. Okay. And then we're going to untick this hidden icon right here. And then we're going to hide that one. And it'll take a second. And they should see. There we go. So it changed over. Dead now. Thank you. And so now it's going to carry it over to them. And if you look at our kilobytes per second, that's kilobits per second. You see how it's tanking and all that stuff. So, all right. Let's move this back down because we don't really need to see that unless somebody's saying, hey, your stream, it's off-centered or something. Then that's when we need to know that. All right. That's a new flashy trying to force ads down my throat or whatever. Didn't ask for that one. All right, so let's click continue. Let's click new game. And yes, this game is Xbox controller compatible and all that stuff. You know what? We're just going to be a girl tonight. And we're just going to start modded traders. New update. All right, and then we're just going to start this bad boy. We don't care. Because we're not going to continue this game or nothing like that. We're just showing Nephew how to actually start up a game and how to do a little bit of live streaming. Now, there's more to live streaming than this. This is just a crash course for you and all that stuff. And also, if you talk, they can't hear you because this mic is a directional mic. You have to be in this vicinity of the mic. So that means that if you get over there off a mic, farting and all that, they're not going to hear you. I'm just saying. He's blushing now, y'all. But anyhow, now he's a good kid. He actually just came in about somewhere a little after 7 tonight and all that stuff. And he took Uncle Chief and fed Uncle Chief. That was nice of him and all that. So he's sitting here. He wanted me to show him how I go about streaming. I said, yeah, we'll fire it up right now. He right now? Yes, sir. We'll fire it up right now. We ain't scared. So, and we're just gonna fire it up, and kind of show them a little bit of 7 Days to Die, but we can't really stay on the live stream too much longer and all that stuff because, well, nephew and Uncle Chief's got adult shit to do in real life, So, I mean, I wish I could sit around and play games all day and all that stuff, but unfortunately, I'm a grown adult with adult things that I have to do. I wish I could be a kid, but I can't. I'm sorry, folks. I try to be a kid as long as I could. So, hurry up, 7 Days to Die. What are you doing? Going out shopping? They got to go order the game off of Steam, download the game, install the game, and then we can play the game. No, it happens like this almost every time that I go to stream. Chad already knows it. They already know. They've been around me long enough. They know every single time. So, and also while I'm thinking about it, while we're waiting on the paint to dry over here in 7 Days to Die, these right here is your sound volumes. Like you can't hear nothing right now, so that's your desktop audio. That's what you hear is what the audience hears is what that is. This here is your mic levels. Like if I put the mic closer to my face like that, you see how it's yellow lining now? Well, if it hits the yellow line every so often, that's fine. But if you get real loud like that, it starts getting in the red, then it starts actually crackling and popping on their end. So that's what that gauge is for right there. So you can adjust it like if I move it away, see how the green line goes down? They can barely hear me now. But you'll figure it whenever you start streaming or whatever, you'll figure it out a good little spot for you. Usually about 2 inches from my mouth is a good, safe little spot for it and all that. And if they can't hear you, they'll let you know they can't hear. Actually, no, they won't because they've let me run a whole live stream without sound from the desktop and the mic and all that stuff. They sure did. I know. I reviewed the video. So, all right. So we're a girl today. All right. Let's see if I can remember this stuff. What is it? Q? No. F1? Yeah. DM, is that it? And then CM, is that it? All right. So, DM is debug menu and CM is creative menu. My God, look at her peach-looking color nails. Well, she can swing, can't she? She gonna knock you out. All right, so the DM is debug mode, so we can fly and do whatever we want to. We can go to different POIs by teleporting there. But we're just going to give it a nice little cheeky, come over here to creative. That's the CM command for creative menu. We're going to cheese it a little bit. We're going to get us some weapons. Yeah, some good weapons. We're going to start with some guns. You know what? Let's get an old shotty. Let's get a shotty. Yeah, let's get a shotty. Where's my... Oh, yeah. Breach and slug. Yeah, let's get some of those. Yeah. Let's get a red dot sight for it, too. Let's get a... I'm not sure if it's that one or that one. Let's get some of that right there, too. Some of that. All right, now let's go ahead and modify this bad boy. Let's throw some stuff on there. Oh, yeah, there we go. And then one more. All right, and that's all we can do now. We'll drag this bad boy down here. Oh, yeah, we got a shotgun, sir. Sir, we got a shotgun. Let's go ahead and load it up with some armor-piercing rounds. Reload. Reload. Yeah, there we go. So we got 32 rounds of shotgun goodness. All right, let's see. And I think it's Q is God mode, which we can fly and all that stuff. Go through things and all that, you know, kind of get a little check. And you can loot things like this and all that stuff. Cabinets and stuff like that, you know. Usually each POI has its own little treasure chest and all that. And this would be a good little start POI when you first start. But then, you know, you got to consider how far you are from other resources and stuff like that. So we're going to go up to kind of get an idea of where we're at on the map. But yeah, it's a nice little start a POI where you can go in and get a little bit of loot and all that stuff, and then you'll run probably over here to this little POI But it's basically a survival game. You can craft and build your own houses, buildings, and all that stuff. This is the Novus game or Navas game map. You got the wasteland or whatever over here. What is that? And then you got the desert biome over there. Then the snow biome over there. I think this is the burnt or the wasteland. It's one of the two. Uh, Almost looks like we're kind of surrounded this when I have it. But I know the trader's over the. Let's see. I think the trader's over here somewhere. Oh yeah, you kill the shit out of zombies. I promise you, you kill the shit out of zombies. Matter of fact, let me think. I'm trying to remember where I'm at. There's that bridge right here. This POI right here, I think it's this one. It may be that one. There's a whole bunch of zombies. We'll go over there and kill some. Whoop. We went a little too far. All right, there's a POI right here. Oh, yeah, you hear him waking up? We went there and pissed him off. Hey, here we are. There you go. Drop him with the gauge. Hi. Of course, we're cheesing it. Because, you know, you're really not going to get a tier 6 shotgun right off the bat on this game. It's something you have to... Dude, you ain't looking... What the hell? What are you... Dude, this is a child-friendly... Oh, goodness gracious. You know, I honestly think that Fun Pimps put some perverted shit in this game by intention. Hi. Yeah, you know what that shit look like. Yeah, die. Hey, can we drive the boat? I think it's just a POI. Now, we can't drive it. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with getting a little soggy every now and then. Hi. Ooh. Yeah, we sneaky. So, but yep, this is kind of a crash course in 7 Days to Die. Hi. Now, normally you wouldn't be playing like this. We're just goofing off right now, killing some time for sake. Did he just grab his butt as if to say, ow, my ice? It's hot and I got bit by a bug, sir. Is it Lieutenant Dan? Lieutenant Dan, something bit me. Just saying. Hi. Bye. Can this thing chop a tree down? I don't know, but yeah. It's basically just a survival game and all that stuff, you know. A little bit of this here. Normally you'll be jumping this high and nice and slow. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. So that's how you rally the zombies up and all that stuff. But it's a fun game. But if you played it for the thousands of hours that I've played it, and if you're like me and you don't like just one thing at a time, you like a variety of things, you know, it'll get old. You'll get tired of, move on to other things like me. Hello. Ooh. That's ugly. Ooh. Oh, I'm out of bullets. I am out of bullets. Well, you want some? All right. Now that I was a little bit sadistic and all that stuff. So that's kind of in a nutshell how Uncle Chief live streams and all that stuff. Folks, we'll catch you in the next live stream. We'll actually be a little bit more serious and all that stuff with it. And we're probably going to play the Infectious Free Zone. Either Infectious Free Zone or Icarus, because I want to show off my puppies and all that stuff and whatnot have you. But both of them had an update, and we wanted to check out the updates and all that good stuff. But folks, we ain't even going to roll the end credits and all that stuff, but we're going to catch you on the next stream. And as always, happy gaming. Until next time.